Alright, what's going on, guys? This is Shelling's here, and today I'm going to be telling you guys how to run a successful YouTube channel equipment-wise. So, like, what equipment is really good for making videos, making gaming videos in general. So first, I want to be talking about the biggest part of all of it, the laptop or the computer, the desktop. It really doesn't matter. Me personally, my parents are divorced, so I have to go in between houses, and if you are like this too, you're gonna have to put in a little bit more money than if you just lived in one place. If you lived in one place, I would just recommend getting one PC or so, like get a desktop computer or something. But if you do have to like go back and forth, or you just kind of want a laptop, you're gonna have to pay a little bit more money, just because laptops are portable. There can still be definitely really good laptops. And for example, I have an Alienware 14, and I just got it like a few days ago, but it has a Core i7 processor, 16 gigabytes of RAM, and a NVIDIA GT 750M graphics card, my bad. So, as you can tell, it sounds exactly like a desktop computer. Now, definitely, there's better desktop computers out there, and probably even better laptops, but this is a really good, like, for what I do, this is really good computer. For Sony Vegas, it's never slow. I can pretty much run any game that there is out there right now. So, and it's even upgradable. That's one of the things that I love about Alienware laptops. The video or the graphics card and the RAM isn't connected to the motherboard, so you can actually upgrade that if you take it to Micro Center. But some other computers, like laptop-wise, that I recommend is definitely Razer Blade, Alienware, or anything practically with a Core i7 processor and an NVIDIA graphics card. You're pretty much going to be fine. Because that's a very good graphics card and a very good processor, and definitely have at least 8 gigabytes of RAM, because a lot of games, or if you want to just have, the more RAM that you have, the more things that you can be doing on your computer at once, and some games require 8 gigabytes, so it's just a good thing to have, and even more is even better. Your computer, you can do more at once, and it'll still be super fast. So I would recommend 8 gigabytes and higher, but if you're gonna go with 16, that's really good. 4, I wouldn't do it. 6, I mean, it's gonna be kind of risky. You could do it, honestly. It wouldn't be so much of a difference, but I would recommend 8 or higher. Alright, desktop-wise, I'm gonna be honest, I don't know much about desktops. I've never had one. I've always been a laptop kind of guy, since I always had to go back and forth from house to house. So I pretty much just know a lot about laptops, but I know that there's some really good custom-built computers that you can do. Just like look up on YouTube, amazing custom-built computer for gaming or something, and I guarantee that you can get a super fast custom-built computer for less than $500. It's really, that's the thing about PCs, that's the thing about desktops, is that they can really be customized and still be really cheap. Alright, so another really helpful thing about gaming is having 2 monitors. For me, even as a laptop, Alienware has this really cool thing where you can actually just plug the HDMI into it and then plug it into a TV, and then there's a setting where you can make it so that it just extends. So on your Alienware, you could be having your recording software up, and then on your TV, you could be having the game up. So that's really helpful. It's really helped me out, at least, and it's not a requirement. I just really recommend it, especially if you're going to be streaming. And I'm pretty sure the setting even comes with Windows 8 if you have that, but I know if you have Windows 7 and you have an Alienware, then you don't need a docking station or anything. There's actually a setting, so that's really cool that Alienware does that. I definitely love Alienware. I've never had a computer as fast as this, and I am in love with it. It's so customizable and everything. It's just, overall, they make great products, fast products, built for gaming. Editing wise, I would definitely use a program like Sony Vegas or Final Cut Pro, because if you're gonna be using like freaking Windows Live Movie Maker or whatever, that no one's gonna watch your video. Just be honest. Like, it's awful editing with that. So definitely pitch in some more money to get a program like Vegas Pro or Final Cut Pro if you're on Mac. So just get a better editing software, and it will really pay off, because Editing is a huge part of making videos. Even if you're a Let's Player or something, you have to add an intro, an outro. You don't have to add them, but an outro and an intro is definitely something that will help people remember your name. It's like the point of them practically. And then also you can add like a few color correctors to make your video look better. And me personally, I use Sony Vegas Pro, and I use the 13th 64-bit edition, and I just love it. I love it to death. I use it to make every single one of my videos. I edit practically every single one of my videos, so it is very, very helpful to me. Alright, next I want to be talking about microphones. This is probably the biggest part just because people hear you before they see you. So in a 480p video, and an amazing microphone would be a lot better than a 1080p or hell, a 2160p 4K video with like a crappy freaking headset Turtle Beach mic. I usually either would recommend the any Blue microphone, Blue Yeti, Blue Snowball, Blue Yeti Pro, Blue Snowball Ice, and the Blue Mouse. I know that they make more, but those are really good. And I used to have a Blue Snowball Ice, and I really, really liked it. That's what I use for a lot of my videos, like, I don't know, like 10 videos ago. Check out my channel. Like 10 videos before I made this one, that was a Blue Snowball. So if you don't like that, then I would go with something else. But if you do think it's good enough, then I would go with it, because they're really cheap and they're really nice microphones. So I personally would recommend them. And then also a really nice microphone company is Audio-Technica. They make amazing microphones. Most of the really popular YouTubers that you see use Audio-Technicas. I use an Audio-Technica ATR 2500, but I know there's more popular Audio-Technicas out there, like the ATR 3030 microphone, and I'm pretty sure that's what it is. You might have to correct me on that one, but pretty much any Audio-Technica mic is really good and really, really, really worth its price. Alright, next I want to be getting into something that not everyone does, but personally me and I know a lot of other YouTubers do it, is Xbox/PlayStation capturing. What I use to record Xbox, because I have an Xbox, I'm an Xbox guy. PlayStation, people are probably going to hate on me for saying that. But anyway, what I use to record it, I used to use a Rocksteel HD Pro, and it was okay. If you're just trying to get a cheap capture card to start off with, definitely would recommend it. But if you're really wanting to get into it, you know, like your channel's taking off or something, or you really just want high quality and you got some money to spend, then I would go with the Elgato. Either one's fine. Honestly, I don't see much difference with the new one and the old one, because they can both record in 1080p 60 frames per second. So I don't really understand the point of the new one, because it's like all about the 60 frames per second, but the old one can do it too. So I don't know like why they do that, but I would get the old one if I were you. But I actually have an old one, but either one would work, so you could literally pick up either one. I don't even think that there's much difference, and you can download their software online for free. So even if you don't have an Elgato yet, you can just go to their website and download their software, see if you like it, and if you do, you can order up the product. I know, me personally, I really like the software, and it is really nice, and it has built-in live commentary and backtrack recording, so it has some really cool features, and it can record in 1080p 60 frames per second. So if you want that, then get an Elgato. Alright, next I want to be talking about another big part of YouTube videos is its quality. Honestly, if you don't edit your video at all, and like half of it you're not speaking or something like that, no one's gonna like it. Obviously, that's obvious. I don't even think I have to tell you that. But what I'm trying to talk about is the quality, like 720p, 1080p, that kind of quality. Obviously, you want a quality video. I don't even think I have to tell you that. I see a lot of people out there expecting to get really big on YouTube, and I know I've covered this before on my channel, but they expect to get really big on YouTube with a 45-minute Minecraft video in 360p with a crappy microphone, and that you'll never take off. I'm sorry, you will never take off. People do not want 45 minutes of unedited footage of Minecraft. And it's not like Minecraft, it's not like you can't grow on Minecraft or anything like that. I would say keep it around 15 minutes or 20 minutes or so. Keep it in 720p to 1080p, either one. You pretty much, in any video, have to have it at least at 720p, because it's 2015, guys, come on. And make sure that your commentary is very, like, interesting. Don't be, like, all monotone and like, hey guys, it's me, Mr. playing Minecraft for 45 minutes. Like, no one's gonna watch it. You gotta be like, what's going on, guys? It's Mr. here, and today we're going to be playing another. Okay, you get the deal. You want to like kind of change the pitch in your voice a lot so that people stay interested, and also don't be like not talking for half the video. People are watching the videos so that they can hear people commentate over what's happening. So be sure to keep it a little bit shorter than 20 minutes and in HD in an interesting commentary too. Alright, finally I'm going to be talking about how to record PC, and I know that there's a lot of different things out there, and the one that I use is DxStory because it doesn't make your computer slower. But I mean, I don't need that for my Alienware anymore, but for my old computer, I remember it was so slow, so I had to use it because all the other like softwares like Fraps or anything make my computer unbelievably slow. Like I couldn't even like freaking run anything. So it really helps out with that if you have a slow computer, but Fraps I know works really good. It records in high definition. Another problem that I had with Fraps though is that it has huge freaking file saves. Like I remember it would be like literally like 100 gigabytes for a 30-minute video, and DxStory isn't much different, except for I would say it's 50 gigabytes because I like to record in 60 frames per second. But you know, it gets the job done, and I know that there's many more, but those are, I would say, the best that I've ever used because I've used a lot of them. Alright, finally, this is probably the second biggest part out of all, the thumbnail, because this is like the wrapping of the package, okay? Let's say you're looking at a product. You're never going to buy a product if it's a gray box or something, or if it's just like a random picture of like in the middle of the product. No one's gonna buy that. You have to have a good, interesting picture of the product, make it look really nice on the box so that people will actually pick it up, be like, oh, what's this? This looks cool. So, and it's the same way with thumbnails. So you want to have a good, interesting thumbnail, not in the middle of your freaking video. That's like, no one's gonna click on that, honestly. I'm sorry to tell you. What I use is Photoshop Elements, and that's like so old. It's a really old version, but it works really well for me, and it's pretty simple, and it's easy for me. It's easy for me to use. But I know most people use Photoshop CS6, and I understand. Photoshop Elements was just the thing that my dad had, so that's how I got that. But practically any Photoshop software, like for picture editing that you use, it will work really well. So that's what I recommend for thumbnails, and just look up like a tutorial on YouTube. And I came up with my custom like emblem style, and I just have it saved as a template, and all I really do is change the color and then add in a picture in the typing. So, and also you want to have a good font and have bright colors with like the starburst effects I know that I use. Really looks cool, and it kind of draws your attention. And try to keep it with brighter colors. That's why I have the fire in my thumbnails, because it draws your attention. You know, like it's really bright and it's a fire, so it's gonna draw your attention. So it looks good and it looks professional, and you want to keep it like that. So that's pretty much all of the tips that I can give you guys today. And I know that this has worked for me. This has gotten my channel off the ground. So be sure to subscribe to me. Come back to watch my videos. I post a video every 2 days, so be sure to watch them. And I post GTA 5 videos, Gary's Mod videos, Call of Duty videos, practically a lot of different type of games. I'm pretty much a gaming channel. So hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in another video. Bye.